Imagine a man who turned his childhood obsession with numbers into one of the greatest fortunes the world has ever seen. Not a rock star, not a tech inventor, but a quiet Midwesterner who built an empire from patience, discipline, and a deep understanding of human behavior. That man is Warren Buffett, and his story is beautifully captured in the Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life by Alice Schroeder. This isn't just a biography. It's a masterclass in wealth building, decision-making, and the delicate art of living a meaningful life. If you've ever wondered what really lies behind Buffett's billions, the habits, the mindset, and even the struggles, this book pulls back the curtain. And today, I'll walk you through the most powerful lessons you can take away. Lessons that go far beyond investing and dive into how you think, act, and live. Let's roll the snowball. Chapter 1. The Early Years. Warren Buffett's story starts in Omaha, Nebraska, where a young boy obsessed with numbers, money, and business begins experimenting with entrepreneurial ventures. From selling chewing gum and Coca-Cola bottles to delivering newspapers, Buffett demonstrates an early fascination with how money works. Alice Schroeder paints a vivid picture of a boy who was both precocious and relentless, asking questions adults couldn't answer. Lesson: success begins with curiosity and action. Small, early experiments in life build the foundation for lifelong learning and compounding results. Start young, stay curious, and take initiative. Even tiny ventures can snowball into much bigger wins. Chapter 2. A Mind Like a Sponge. Buffett's appetite for reading and learning was extraordinary. As a child, he devoured encyclopedias, financial statements, and books about wealth. By understanding business principles early, he developed a framework few of his peers even imagined. Schroeder emphasizes how Buffett internalized lessons from every experience and book, turning knowledge into action. Lesson: absorb knowledge relentlessly. Reading isn't just for school, it's your competitive edge. Knowledge compounds over time, just like money. Every book, article, or experience is an investment in your future self. Chapter 3. The First Investments. By age 11, Buffett made his first stock purchase, 3 shares of Citi's Service Preferred. While the investment taught him early lessons in patience and the psychology of the market, he also experienced the thrill and the lessons of gains and losses. Schroeder highlights how even small wins and losses can help shape Buffett's disciplined approach. Lesson: start practicing investing early, even if it's small. Mistakes are tuition fees, gains are compounding seeds. The key is consistent learning and reflection from each financial decision. Chapter 4. Family and Formative Influences. Schroeder dives deep into Buffett's family life. His father, Howard Buffett, a stockbroker and politician, exposed him to finance, politics, and human behavior. Warren learned lessons not just from books, but by observing real-world human interaction, business ethics, and political dynamics. Lesson: your environment matters. Surround yourself with mentors, role models, and experiences that reinforce the skills and values you want. Observing the right people can accelerate your learning beyond books. Chapter 5. The Entrepreneurial Spirit. Buffett didn't just study money, he actively sought ways to make it. He ran small businesses, pinball machines, selling stamps, candy, and magazines. Schroeder emphasizes how this early hustle taught Buffett risk assessment, customer behavior, and the satisfaction of earning his own money. Lesson: knowledge without action is wasted. Start building, selling, experimenting. Real-world experience teaches lessons that no book or classroom can. The earlier you start, the more your snowball can grow. Chapter 6. College and the Buffett Formula. Warren Buffett attended the University of Nebraska, then Columbia Business School, where he studied under Benjamin Graham, the father of value investing. Schroeder highlights how Graham's philosophy, buying undervalued companies with a margin of safety, became Buffett's guiding principle. Buffett absorbed the theory and then applied it rigorously throughout his life. Lesson: find mentors and frameworks that accelerate your mastery. Theory plus disciplined application is the path to extraordinary results. Don't just learn, internalize and implement. Chapter 7. The First Partnerships. After school, Buffett returned to Omaha and began forming partnerships with friends and family, pooling small amounts of capital to invest. Schroeder explains how these partnerships taught him essential lessons about trust, communication, and managing expectations. Early success came from careful research, patience, and sticking to principles. Lesson: surround yourself with people who share your values and discipline. Small, principled collaborations compound faster than lone efforts. Trust, transparency, and patience are as important as financial skills. Chapter 8. The Buffett Partnership. Buffett formally started the Buffett Partnership Limited, pooling money from friends and family. Schroeder emphasizes how Buffett's edge came from his discipline, patience, and strict adherence to value investing principles. He avoided speculation and focused on long-term gains. Lesson: structure and discipline amplify your results. Surrounding yourself with people who trust your process allows your snowball to grow faster. Principles over hype always win. Chapter 9. Learning from mistakes. Not every investment worked out. Buffett made mistakes, such as overpaying for certain stocks or misjudging businesses. Schroeder highlights that he openly admitted errors and learned from them, a trait rare among investors. Lesson: mistakes are not failures, they're tuition fees. The faster you acknowledge and learn from them, the stronger your judgment becomes. Chapter 10. Partnership Philosophy. Buffett's partnerships weren't just about money. They were about trust, transparency, and ethical behavior. He avoided partners who pressured him to chase short-term gains or speculative deals. Schroeder illustrates how this philosophy shaped his reputation and long-term success. Lesson: choose your collaborators carefully. Shared values and long-term focus outweigh short-term gain. Your network can either accelerate or derail your snowball. Chapter 11. Berkshire Hathaway The Game. Buffett acquired a struggling textile company, Berkshire Hathaway, initially as a side investment. Schroeder details how he transformed it into a holding company for his investments, showing vision and patience. Lesson: look beyond the obvious. Opportunity often hides where others see problems. Patience, insight, and creativity turn struggling assets into snowball accelerators. Chapter 12. Business Partnerships and Lessons in Human Behavior. Buffett's success wasn't just financial, it was behavioral. Schroeder notes his uncanny ability to understand people's motives, whether in business or personal life. He learned when to negotiate, when to trust, and when to walk away. Lesson: understanding human behavior compounds your advantages. Money alone isn't enough. Insight into people magnifies success in any field. Chapter 13. Personal Life Challenges. While Buffett's wealth grew, Schroeder shows the strain on his personal life, marriages, divorces, and family challenges. Buffett's focus on work sometimes conflicted with relationships, teaching him hard lessons about balance. Lesson: wealth and ambition can't replace meaningful relationships. Invest time in people, not just profits, or your snowball loses its purpose. Chapter 14. Investing Principles Solidified. By this point, Buffett's approach had crystallized. Buy undervalued companies, focus on quality management, and think long-term. Schroeder highlights how consistency, patience, and disciplined research became his hallmark. Lesson: a clear, consistent strategy beats sporadic brilliance. Stick to principles, and your compounding efforts will outperform luck every time. Chapter 15. The big deals begin. By now, Buffett had built a reputation for savvy investing. Schroeder details his acquisitions of companies like See's Candies and Geico, showing Buffett's ability to spot undervalued businesses with strong long-term potential. He didn't chase trades. He invested where fundamentals were strong. Lesson: focus on quality, not hype. Big wins come from disciplined evaluation and patience, not short-term speculation. Look for durable value rather than chasing fads. Chapter 16. The Power of Management. Buffett emphasized investing in companies with competent, honest managers. Schroeder recounts how Buffett often delegated operational control, trusting management while he focused on capital allocation. This approach allowed him to scale effectively without micromanaging. Lesson: leadership multiplies results. Trust skilled people to run operations while you focus on strategy. Delegation is not weakness, it's leverage. Chapter 17. Partnership Philosophy Extended. Buffett's approach with investors continued to evolve. Schroeder highlights how he maintained transparency, honesty, and consistent communication, which strengthened relationships and loyalty. His partners trusted him not because of charisma, but because he consistently delivered on his promises. Lesson: consistency builds trust, and trust compounds. Ethical behavior, reliability, and communication are assets that grow over time, just like investments. Chapter 18. Challenges in Market Volatility. Buffett faced economic downturns and market fluctuations, but Schroeder notes how he treated volatility as an opportunity rather than a threat. By sticking to his principles and maintaining patience, he bought undervalued assets when others panicked. Lesson: volatility is a friend, not a foe. Stay disciplined, focus on long-term value, and use market downturns to your advantage. Panic is the enemy of the snowball. Chapter 19. Personal Growth and Self-Awareness. Buffett's life wasn't only about financial mastery. Schroeder emphasizes his growing self-awareness, recognizing his strengths, weaknesses, and limitations. Buffett learned when to say no, how to avoid overeating, and how to align investments with his comfort zone. Lesson: know yourself deeply. Your edge comes from understanding your strengths and avoiding areas where you lack skill. Self-awareness compounds like knowledge. The clearer you are about yourself, the better your decisions. Chapter 20. Wealth with Purpose. Schroeder illustrates Buffett's evolving view of wealth. Beyond personal gain, he began thinking about philanthropy and the impact his fortune could have on society. The snowball isn't just about accumulation, it's about contribution and legacy. Lesson: wealth is a tool, not the destination. The snowball multiplies fastest when you use it to create value for others, financial, social, or intellectual. True compounding extends beyond money to impact. Chapter 21. Scaling Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett transformed Berkshire Hathaway from a struggling textile company into a massive holding company for diverse businesses. Schroeder details how he leveraged disciplined capital allocation, strategic acquisition, and patience to create exponential growth. Lesson: scale your successes strategically. The snowball grows fastest when you reinvest wisely and focus on high-value opportunities. Leverage compounding by letting your capital and ideas multiply over time. Chapter 22: Mentorship and Influence. Throughout his career, Buffett valued mentorship, from Benjamin Graham to Charlie Munger. Schroeder emphasizes how he not only learned from mentors but also became a mentor to others, creating a legacy of knowledge and influence. Lesson: seek mentors to accelerate your learning and growth. And as you rise, share your wisdom. Compounding works both in finance and in knowledge passed to others. Chapter 23: Maintaining Personal Values. Despite enormous wealth, Buffett remained grounded, avoiding extravagance and living by principles. Schroeder highlights his modest lifestyle, ethical choices, and long-term thinking as key factors in sustaining success. Lesson: values are your anchor. Money can amplify character. If you maintain integrity, patience, and humility, your snowball becomes sustainable and meaningful. Chapter 24: Philanthropy and Giving Back. Buffett pledged to give away most of his fortune, demonstrating that true success isn't measured by accumulation but by impact. Schroeder shows how philanthropy became an extension of his investment philosophy: thoughtful, strategic, and long-term oriented. Lesson: use your success to create lasting positive impact. The snowball multiplies in value when it benefits others. Financial and societal contributions enhance your legacy. Chapter 25: Reflection on Life and Work. Schroeder explores Buffett's reflections on his life choices, regrets, and priorities. Despite extraordinary wealth, he acknowledges missed family moments and the importance of relationships. The snowball isn't just about money, it's about experiences, learning, and growth. Lesson: reflect regularly. Life's snowball isn't just your net worth, it's the accumulation of wisdom, relationships, and experiences. Prioritize what truly matters. Chapter 26: The Legacy of the Snowball. The final chapter ties together Buffett's life lessons: patience, discipline, integrity, curiosity, and strategic thinking. Schroeder paints a picture of a man who built not just wealth but a framework for living meaningfully. The snowball represents a life well invested, where habits, values, and decisions compound to leave a lasting mark. Lesson: build a snowball beyond money. Let your habits, values, and actions accumulate over time. Focus on consistency, ethical behavior, self-awareness, and the positive impact you can make. That's the ultimate legacy. So, what can we take from the snowball? Warren Buffett didn't just get lucky. He built a life of extraordinary wealth, wisdom, and impact by compounding small, disciplined actions over decades. His story teaches us that success isn't a single leap but a steady, patient roll of a snowball, one informed decision at a time. Now, I want to hear from you. Which lesson from Buffett's journey resonates most with your life? Are you rolling your snowball with discipline or chasing quick wins? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. If you found this summary helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. The summary shelf is where books are transformed into life-changing lessons you can actually apply. More summaries, more strategies, more snowballs waiting to be built. Don't miss the next one. It might just change your life.